Hello, everybody. My name is Bryan.
And I'm Bryan.
And this is Bryan versus Bryan, episode 85, The Atom Project. But if you're Bryan, and I'm Bryan, and we're Bryan, which Bryan are you? Which timeline are you really on? Do any of us really know?
Multiverse here.
When did this release? I gotta check real quick. It's pretty.
I think it was
March
last
11th.
weekend. Yeah.
March 11th, 2022. On a budget of $116 million. This is Netflix exclusive. This is that $1 billion original content they can pumping out on our ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And
$12.99 now, or what? Is it at $12.99? It used to be like $7.
Shit, I wish I was at $12.99, man. Oh, $19.99. I did premium, top tier.
You do the 4K one then.
It's like GTA. If there's a list that says fucking winners, I want my name next to the top. Premium, bitch.
Nice.
Yeah, I want the... Dude, I got 4Ks all over this bitch. I gotta get the Ultra HD. And then it lets you have the 4 screens. And I got motherfuckers using my Netflix all over the place. Gotta have at least 4 going at once for me to get on one.
What do you under a fucking bridge in the dark at night, fucking handing out your Netflix password?
People, they're getting texts. I gotta log in, man. What's the login, man?
Hurry up!
Hey, what's the login? There's a TV down here at the bar. What the fuck? No, man, I'll sign it out. Don't worry. Don't worry, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, these guys want to see fucking Stranger Things. They've never seen it, dude. Throw the login. But this is weird. This is like Netflix stuff. This is what they do. They take an old script that never got made, and it's in purgatory, and they buy it for cheap pennies on the dollar. And then they spend $116 million on it.
Jesus.
And they make it. And it usually ends up being pretty good. It ends up being pretty good. I don't know how they do it, man. It's crazy. But this movie is interesting. I didn't know. It's been around for a long time, man.
Yeah, I didn't know any of this. Everything that you're saying right now is news to me.
Yeah, this was going from 2012, based off one of those screenplays. It's like what the hell? You know the industry term, where it's an unsolicited screenplay.
Like a blacklist?
Something like that. What do they call it? Oh, a spec script. And I had to look that up. So, from 2012, Paramount Pictures originally was acquiring the film, and Tom Cruise was attached to play the star. This seems like a Tom Cruise movie, doesn't it?
Yeah,
this is very Tomorrowland, Priority Report type of...
Priority Report? It's Minority Report. I like Priority Report better.
Well, get your priorities straight.
Get your priorities straight, Tommy.
You might know the name of the fucking movie, man. It's 9 months with Arnold.
God. That's awesome. Did you say Tomorrowland? That's George Clooney.
No, not tomorrow. Did I say? I don't remember what I said. Tomorrow Never Dies, or the film that had multiple fucking names.
Edge of Tomorrow. Yeah, it has like 5 names.
Yeah.
Live, Die, Repeat.
Oh yeah, Live, Die, Repeat. That was so stupid. Name it the fucking tagline from the poster. Yeah, and it was in purgatory, and then what does it say? So Netflix got it in like 2020, I think. Filming commenced in 2020 in Vancouver, British Columbia. Filming officially wrapped in March 2021. What? Officially wrapped in March? Oh, 2021. I was going to say, this motherfucker came out within days? Like, cut! Throw it on Netflix! It's like, damn, that'd be dope. Movie's coming out the next day. We just finished filming, so you can see it Friday. It's going to be great. Anyways, so last year it wrapped. Yeah, these guys did what the heck is that movie? The last one he just did, it's like the frickin' video game type movie. Free Guy.
Yeah.
The director and Ryan Reynolds did that. This director's done some weird stuff. He did the Night at the Museum movies.
Yes,
Did
yes,
some
yes,
other
yes, yes.
wacky stuff. He's attached to do the new Deadpool movie for the MCU.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but
Yeah,
maybe just because he's got this working relationship with Ryan Reynolds now, that
probably.
I figured that'd be a good uh, thing. Hopefully, it's not PG-13.
I think the Deadpool guy or guys, I forget, it's just one guy or two guys, I forget. But I think they're doing Twisted Metal.
What do you mean the Deadpool guys?
Is it one guy who did Deadpool? The director? I can't remember if it's two directors or one.
It was the fucking guy that did fucking Terminator Dark Fate,
Yeah,
wasn't
he's
it?
on. He's moving on to doing Twisted Metal, from what I remember.
Whoa, that'll
So
work.
that we'll
That'll
see
work.
how that goes.
Like, dude,
Sony's
guy's
all in on
bitching.
their fucking movie or their properties for their movies.
Yeah, that's so dumb. Did you see the God of War thing? Like, I saw the memes. It was like Tom Holland hearing that they're doing a God of War movie.
Nice.
uh,
Let's get Scarlett
um,
Johansson to play him. He's all right.
yeah. So, a dystopian 2050 fighter pilot, Adam Reed, steals his time jet and escapes through time on a rescue mission to 2018. However, he accidentally crash lands in 2022 instead of where Adam intended to be, meeting his 12-year-old self who was struggling with the recent death of his father, the Hulk. Or Mark Ruffalo, sorry. He enlists his younger self to help repair his jet, find his wife, repair the timeline, and get back home. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you need to know.
That's a pretty good summary.
I don't imagine this will take very long.
No.
So it starts off with that needle drop. That was pretty cool, man. I love that. That's a good start. Oh shit, space, motherfucking ships. Damn, he's running.
Like Guardians of the
Okay.
Galaxy started this
Yeah.
trend where if you have a sci-fi movie, you have to have a fucking
Yeah.
70s soundtrack.
And I guess Guardians of the Galaxy started this trend where you also have to have Zoe Saldana, or whatever her name is in the movie too.
Yeah.
You got to be pretty horny to fuck a green bitch.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
in Star Trek too. Sorry, I just
yeah,
she's in Star Trek.
all of it, dude.
She's all of her
All of
sci-fi.
it. All of it. I liked this movie. I thought this was fun. I had fun the whole time. The whole time I'm like,
Can't tell if you're
I'm like,
sarcastic or not.
no, I was
No?
fucking
Alright.
serious, dude. I was smiling, and I was like thinking to myself, "Wow, Netflix, dude." I was just thinking, "Wow, Netflix always does this. They always surprise me with their little made-for-TV movies, but they're not even. I guess I got to get out of that box of thinking they're somehow got to be inferior because they're on Netflix. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they make some good movies, man. They're not fucking masterpieces of cinema, but I thought this was great. I mean, it was just fun. The whole time it reminded me of like a 90s action flick,
Mm-hmm.
is what it really reminded. Where it's always got to have the kids in like Last Action Hero or something. The kids thrown in there with the hero. That's what it reminded me of the whole time, and I love those. And I was just engaged the whole time. I wanted to see the end. It didn't really drag out for me at all too much. It was all pretty well paced.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Reynolds, of course, was awesome. I mean, he's just Ryan Reynolds as Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
and that's what you get nowadays. Mark Ruffalo was pretty good. Oh yeah, this movie had a lot of heart. I welled up a couple times. I was like, all right, man, funny action, welling up. It's pretty cool. What were your overall thoughts? And we can dive into some favorite parts.
Yeah. Well, I didn't love it, but I
Mhm.
also didn't. I didn't hate it either. This is just another one of those movies that we've seen in the past since we were doing the show, where it's just kind of middle of the road. I think I like the concept more than I like the execution of it. I think the cast is good. I think the standout is the kid. I've never seen him before. I thought, like, you know how when you see a younger version of another actor and you're like, I don't see that actor as that person, that young
Yeah.
kid as that person. I definitely saw Ryan Reynolds in this kid. I think he did a pretty good job, just being like a smart ass, wisecracking kid. Um, I think that some of the action's fun. I like the time. I always love time travel stuff. Time travel is always a
Yeah.
fun kind of plot. Um, I don't. The emotional stuff didn't hit for me. I found it kind of hallmarky and kind of ridiculous. And then I also felt like the wife
Heartless
stuff.
bastard.
I also felt like the wife was kind of done dirty. Like the whole purpose of this movie is because this guy is so in love with this woman, and then when you first meet her, she beats a couple people up. The next scene, they have sex in a kitchen, and the next scene, she tells him to leave, and that's it. And then she dies. And it's like you got to have a little more than that. So I feel like they kind of did her dirty a little bit. But overall, it's a pretty entertaining hour and 45 minutes. A lot of it didn't work for me, but some of it did. I think it is pretty funny. I think Ryan Reynolds does a pretty good job being Ryan Reynolds. There's a lot of comedic parts, especially every time it's him and the kid. It's a blast to watch them kind of bounce off one another. But when it starts getting towards the end, I don't know. I kind of checked out a little bit. Wasn't as much involved. But I don't know. It's a fine Netflix middle of the road movie. Pop on. We watched it last night. Sarah's nephew's in town. We kind of just sat around and had fun with it. But it's not. I'm not gonna probably think about it ever again or watch it ever again. There's nothing really gonna draw me back to it.
It was better than middle of the road. It was above the middle of the road.
Yeah,
it was
pretty
upper echelon up the middle of the road.
It was pretty
right?
middle of the road. You know what I mean?
No, it was fun, man. Yeah, I thought the emotional stuff hit for me, man. Like when he talks to his mom in the bar, I like that. I thought that was awesome.
I like that. That one worked for me. Yeah. I guess I'm furious, not furious, but I'm kind of laughing because there's a scene at the end where they're playing catch, and the whole time I just wanted to bust up. I didn't want, out of respect for everybody else in the room, I didn't want to. I kind of kept quiet, but it's so fucking cheesy and stupid. I don't know the way it was done and handled. It was just like, am I watching the Hallmark Channel right now or what? It was pretty.
I
It
thought
was pretty rough.
that was good, man. That was touching. uh,
But no, the scene with the mom at the bar, I liked a lot. I liked that scene a lot.
And I liked when the young Ryan Reynolds tells the older Ryan Reynolds why he hates his father. That was really good. I liked that.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo telling Ryan Reynolds he loves him didn't hit as much for me. I think you got to come up with something else to say. Hey, I love you. I need you to hear me.
I have a hard time. I've always had a hard time with Mark Ruffalo. I don't think he's a very good actor. Like, there's something about him. For all of his movies I've seen him in, I just don't believe him at all. Even as the Hulk, I'm like, I wish they had a better actor. Like, I don't think in my opinion, I don't think he's a very strong actor. And I don't know, his performance in this I didn't think was that good.
I think he's gonna get nominated. I do. Mark my words. No, you think it's funny? Mark my words. Best supporting actor. It was such a good supporting actor role. He might even get nominated for best main actor.
If he's nominated, I'm going to quit the show.
Lots of needle. There's a couple needle drops in this that are pretty fun. Yeah, some of the banter is just hilarious when they find the wife. They go to her shack she has in 2018. Try and stop the timeline plot or something. And she's like, "Here, eat something." Gives him a bundle of like homegrown carrots. And the kid just looks at the other Ryan Reynolds and the camera, for that matter, and just mouths, "What the fuck?"
He's just holding a carrot stick, like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, that was probably the biggest laugh of the movie. I also like the first time you see him get bullied in school, and you think that he's going to be like this weak, like, "Oh, don't hurt me," but he's like mouthing off, and he's like picking on the kid behind the bully, and I don't know, it's really funny.
Like, seriously, shut up! I didn't say anything. Shut up! And like seriously, we're gonna do this every day. Come on! It's like, would you get a fucking Amazon bully starter pack?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
What did I tell you, Ronnie? I tell you this every time, and then Ronnie's like, "What?" He punches him in the face.
Yeah. And then when Ryan Reynolds tries to get him to fight back, and you think that like Ryan Reynolds has some knowledge of the future, that he's gonna kick this kid's ass finally or something, and he just get his ass kicked again. That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
I like the beginning. All that it starts really quick. I'm glad. I hate when a time travel movie has to hold your hand through all the time travel
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
setup and shit. This one is just boom, bing, bang, boom. Hey, 12 years old. Here we are. Um, so that was cool. And then he gets in. He breaks in the shed. How'd you know how to get in my father's garage? My dog likes you. Oh my god, it's a nice dog. Yeah, I like your dog, Rocket. How'd you know my dog's name? Because I named him. I loved that. And then I love, like, he just instantly accepts he's from the future. And I like
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds even says something about it. It's like, this is crazy. You're from the future. What's crazy is how instantly you are willing to accept this.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, all the beginning stuff I thought was great. And I do agree. I like that it starts really quick and it just kind of it respects your intelligence enough to just know that we're figuring it out. Like it kind of does the Terminator thing. Like Terminator, the original The Terminator, doesn't do that. Like the first time you actually know what's going on is like 30 minutes of the movie where Kyle Reese grabs Sarah Connor and they're being chased in the car, and she just like us, like what's going on? And he's like swerving and he's telling you the plot, and it's just like I don't know, like that's a great way of doing it instead of setting it all up and beforehand. So I like that they do that as well. And yeah, their scene together in the shed is pretty damn good.
Yeah, Terminator, they don't do shit. Just, what the hell is going on? A ball of light and a naked guy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand. He will not stop till you're dead.
Oh shit!
Everything you see here is fucking gone. You're the one living in a fucking dream, Silverman. Yeah.
I like the visuals of the goons that they're kind of just invisible until the last second they decide to turn them up. I like the visual of that. It's kind of
that
fun.
is kind of cool. I didn't really like the outfits.
Yeah.
Kind of a little too Power Rangers
Yeah.
or something for me. It's like, really? These crazy outfits that you still get your ass beat in? You know what I mean?
Don't protect you very, very much.
Yeah. It's a lot of gear for no point. One of the other scenes I loved is I love he keeps. Is this a lightsaber? He keeps mentioning that. Yeah, it's not a lightsaber. Like that is a lightsaber. Like when he got something. And then I love it when he at the end Ryan Reynolds is kind of has his back against the wall and the kid finds the lightsaber and is like, oh yeah, and does this fucking move. Jumps up to the next story, lands in a Spider-Man pose, superhero landing.
Yeah, superhero landing.
And he's like, "You had your ass kicked by a 12-year-old." Turns it on.
A 12-year-old nerd with a lightsaber or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then Ryan Reynolds is like, "No." He just fucking rocks the kid.
Yeah.
Boom. That was pretty funny. Yeah, Jennifer. What the heck is her name?
Oh,
Jennifer Gardner.
Affleck's old wife. Yeah, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah,
Electra.
Don't disrespect her. It's Electra, bitch. And this is the reunion of Ruffalo and Gardner from 13 going on 30.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, where the epic love story of Mark Ruffalo falling in love with a 13-year-old.
Yeah, what the fuck is that like? Wait,
what? How could you not love that movie?
I've heard of it, but is that like 13-year-old trapped in a woman's body type of deal? Okay.
Yeah, and they fall in love. All right, I assume. I haven't seen much of it.
Oh man,
it's like Freaky Friday. All right,
that's a rough sell.
do. But he ends up waiting for her, so he's 70 when she becomes of age.
Like the fucking Notebook.
I'll wait for you. She was pretty good in this.
Yeah,
she's You know what? The only part of this I really didn't like was the CG woman from Grandma's Boy.
Oh yeah,
the younger version.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
They tried to keep her out of focus. Like, they have those Apple commercials, cinematic mode. I'm in the background, so I'm out of focus. because I thought they did that to her, like just fucking kind of blur her out, and then it'll look like it's a cinematic mode, right? But she just doesn't look good. That was a little rough. And then the death was pretty funny too. It's an armor-piercing round. And it just, whew! Ow! And then I like how it was the bullet comes out, and instead of going sideways to the thing, it just turns.
Oh yeah. Okay.
like it's fuck you. Like, why wouldn't it just travel sideways through her? It's like, nope. It's like a bullet in like a fucking Looney Tunes fucking cartoon. It's like,
yeah, the auto lock bullet from video games.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, but that was pretty rough CG there, my friend.
I think a lot of it was pretty rough. The CG, like, what else was? I think it was when he's driving through the forest, and he's like driving through the forest, and I don't know, something about when he sticks his head out the window, like everything around him looked really fuzzy and off. I don't know.
That was real. They drove through those woods like that.
I think some of it was real. A lot of it was. I could tell that a lot of this movie was done on a set. I was like, oh man, kind of takes you out of the movie a little bit, but what can they do? They shot it in 2020, so I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't have too much problem with it most, other than that lady. Even the ships looked pretty good. And that could be an easy thing to get wrong. Those look pretty good. Yeah, what else? I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. I just think it's fun. I think Netflix does a really good job at taking these scripts. This isn't the first time they've done it. They just find it on the floor. Hey, you gonna fucking make this? Hey, we'll make it. And they just throw some star on top of it and fucking throw some money at it, and it usually works. I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge hit, but this is a winner. People have seen this.
Yeah,
you know?
it's been number one for a week on Netflix.
It brings eyes to Netflix, and then it brings subs, and it brings people asking for your sub.
Yeah.
Hey man, you just read that motherfucking Adam Project, dude. Throw over the credentials. Let me watch it. I'll log out, man. Come on, I always do. It says you're logged into 9 devices, you son of a bitch. How many phones you got? Well, I got a burner, I got a tablet, I got a PC, I got a Mac.
The wife's got to watch Squid Game. I want to watch Adam Project. Yeah, daughter's got to watch Supernatural.
You seen that? Them goddamn Asians, man. They're like fighting over $1 million hanging over a room, and they got to do crazy stunts. It's like Jackass. That's Squid Game, man. I like that.
Oh, man.
I was expecting like a fucking Kraken or something, man. There's no squids in it, man. None of them.
So good.
Yeah, so, I enjoyed it. Here's my thoughts. Pretty fun. Probably watch it again. Would I need to watch it again? No, but if somebody hasn't seen it, I'm like, man, you haven't seen it? Let's sit down and have a little fun 90s type popcorn romp here. It's pretty cool. I did that. It gets above middle of the road. I don't know. There's no reason for me to like this. I just enjoyed it. When you're watching a movie that's not even that good, and you're just like, I'm enjoying this, all of it. So, 7.3. I enjoyed it a lot. I was having fun the whole time.
Nice. Yeah, I think some of it had to do, because I'm the one who chose this movie, and I remember last weekend just being on social media, like everyone was talking about it, and it was just kind of like good review to good review, and all these responses. And then I think a lot of what I was the snippets that I was reading were kind of in your camp, which is like, oh, this reminds me of like the movies I grew up in the 90s, the sci-fi kind of family kind of stuff. And so I think my expectations were not high, but I was like, oh shit, this sounds like a 90s movie. I grew up in the 90s, fucking sci-fi, Ryan Reynolds, hell yeah, let's do this. And so maybe I came in with a little too high expectations. I think it was pretty enjoyable, but I just feel like it could have been better, and they could have, hammered some of this stuff home a little more, especially with the wife. And the dad stuff probably didn't even need to be in there. But at the end of the day, Ryan Reynolds is fun. The sci-fi concept's kind of fun. Didn't really stick the landing for me. I don't think I'll ever watch this again, but I recommend people checking it out. You know, maybe some people will get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Seems like a lot of people are. So for me, it's a 6.2. It's kind of middle of the road Netflix movie. Yeah.
6.2 and I said 7.2, right?
I don't remember.
3?
7.3, I think.
7.2, 7.3. It's right in there. I'll go 7.3. Yeah, it kind of makes me want to see Free Guy, see what that's about too.
Yeah. I hear it's really good.
Since it's the same team, and then see how they compare.
Yeah.
See who wins. You know. See where the cars may lay, as it were. You know what I mean? Compare the movies. Yeah. And just get an idea of this guy's work since he's going to do Deadpool.
Yeah, I don't know which Night of the Museums. I didn't look at his IMDb, but I've only seen the first one, and it is what it is. It's a fun little family movie.
Or maybe it was National Treasure. I can't remember. It's one of those two that he did. National Treasure. We gotta get what was it after the fucking Declaration of Independence?
So good.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, so that's it. 7.3, 6.2. Go check it out. Decide for yourself. You know what that reminded me of? Declaration of Independence stealing is that new Nick Cage movie. That looks fucking awesome.
Is that Nick Cage being Nick Cage or whatever?
Yeah.
Premise is.
I guess it's been like killing at some
whatever
award
festival.
Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks awesome. I want to see that so bad. That looks really good. Anyways, I don't know what we're gonna do next week. Nothing big on the calendar as far as I remember.
Are we in April next week? No, we're not. We're at end of March. Yeah, I don't remember anything at least worth going out to see. We can always.
When is that?
It's funny because we were. What's that? Oh, sorry. Go for it.
When's that damn Nope come out? Is that soon?
That's like July.
Oh, fuck you.
We were talking this week. We were texting each other, and you were sending, or your phone was sending texts that you hadn't sent.
Yeah.
Which was kind of fun. But one of them.
You never got those ever?
No.
I don't remember you.
No, I got it was like a dump right then and there. I got like 4 big texts that were, yeah. But one of them, you were saying that we could just have either a non-episode, we just shoot the shit, kind of like what we do before we, like, for those you know, before we start recording, you and I chit chat for a little bit. But I think it would be fun to talk about, just do an episode where I don't know, what are you watching? What have you seen? What are we playing? Just kind of a loose, just shoot the shit kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of fun. Plus, we can probably get a lot of search results. Like just jam the fucking YouTube video with a bunch of popular names instead of just one. But that'd be kind of fun.
I still gotta, yeah, sure. We'll see. If we did that, we would just do it as a Bryan versus Bryan, and we would just skip the numbered that weekend. I think. Yeah. Because our numbered is our top tier product. It's got to have a poster. It's got to have it's got to have a plot device. It's got to have all that stuff. Merchandise. Okay.
We got to get coffee mugs eventually.
Yeah. The Ghostbusters thermal mug. Oh, speaking of that, I just saw. Maybe I can pull it up here. Maybe it's still on my phone. No, it's not. But anyways, it was behind the scenes of Ghostbusters Afterlife. And it showed them filming the scenes of Egon next to the Ghostbusters streaming with him. And he's played by a guy.
Oh, weird.
And I know the guy. I can't remember who he is, but he's known. And he's got a couple dots on his face to put Egon on. He's got the Egon hair all gray. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I thought it was just completely CG. It's pretty cool to see.
Interesting. So they mocapped him.
Yeah, and he's like a known actor. Like, I recognize the guy. It's Don Rickles.
Like a comedian actor or just like a...
I don't remember. I've just seen him before. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I still got to watch the finale of Raised by Wolves. That's going pretty well. I hear the finale is pretty emotional. We'll see what goes on in that. You get started it or
Yeah. We're only like 2 episodes behind, I believe. I'm trying to think what the last thing we saw was. There's a lot that happens in every episode, so it's hard to. But what's the antagonist? Although I put it in quotes because he's kind of good and bad. But what's his name? The guy with the mullet. He
Marcus.
Marcus, yeah. He got kidnapped by, or well, I guess spoilers for anyone watching Raised by Wolves season 2. But he was kidnapped by Mother, and then I think his wife helped him escape. I don't know. I'm like 2 episodes behind, so I'm pretty quick. We can catch up pretty quick. But I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
that show's awesome.
Yeah, I thought this season started a little slower than I would have liked. I was like, man, I miss Mother being the badass, like weaponized Mother. I don't like this no eyes having Mother. It's kind of slow. That was like some of the best shit in the first season. It's just decimating people, blowing people up. And I was like, oh god dang. Yeah. But they get more into that as this season goes. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please like, watch, tell your friends and family. Tell your grandma, your uncle, your mother, and your sister too. Check us out on iTunes, Apple Music. I don't even have this guy. I think it's called Apple Music, right?
I have no idea.
Spotify. I don't have an Apple. Spotify.
I have it set up for our podcast to land there, but I think it's Apple Podcast, but I don't know.
Are we on Amazon? Or do we want on Spotify and Apple?
Spotify and Apple, yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Funny thing, I've been really contemplating trying a.
You said the A word. You can't say the A word. You can't say the A word. You can't say the G word, and you can't say the other A word.
Bixby, Google.
There's the Exa you can't say. There's the Mazon.
I didn't say Alexa. I said Amazon, didn't I?
Yeah, you said the Mazon.
I can't even say Amazon. My Alexas don't go off when I say Amazon.
It's not. I have a tablet that's linked to Amazon. So when it hears Amazon, it goes off.
Purchasing Amazon products. No, stop. Purchasing dildos. No. Bulk pack. Confirmed. What was I? Oh yeah, no. Ironically, I've been thinking about trying an Apple phone. I don't know why. I've always been Android. I'll probably hate it, but I just thought, I don't know. They just seem nice to me. I want to try one once, and if I hate it, I hate it. You know, I'll go back. But
if you want to try one, just go to the fucking store and try it for like 20 and get out of there.
That's not the same. You got to live with it. You know what I mean? You got to have at least. You got to have like the lease, the run. You know what I mean? The year or whatever, the 12 months before you know if you like it. Yeah, I probably won't. I'm probably too chicken to try it. But I like the watch and everything they have going for them. It's cool. Whatever. I guess I'll just stick with Samsung. Okay. But thanks everybody. Really appreciate it. Episode 85 in the books. Check it out. The Atom Project. Oh yeah, the name it was going to be called for a while, it was called We Are Atom. Or something like that. We Are Atom. It's kind of a dumb title.
Yeah, I think I like Atom Project better.
Yeah. Yep, so 7.3, 6.2, check it out. And as always, don't take our word for it. It's like reading Rainbow. Anyway, till the next piece, we say peace.
Peace.
Laters.